Welcome back
to episode 10
of
We Have Yarn for That. Guys, we're in double digits. That's like bananas to me.
This was a dream, one Rhinebeck weekend.
Yeah.
And here's the reality.
And here we are.
If you're joining us for the first time, I'm Kait.
I'm Rachel.
And we're in my yard.
We're in Kait's backyard. Our kids are making a ruckus.
Yeah. My husband's entertaining them and making sure that there's no like yard trash behind us, as there would be.
Oh man,
it's beautiful out.
It's so nice. It's Memorial Day weekend, which means we have 4 weeks left of school. My brain is
I got
done.
15 school days. So you have 17?
I'm counting 11 because I don't count finals.
Solid. We have 15 more wake ups. We don't do finals.
So I guess technically that means we have 17, but really we have like 11 because I don't count finals. Yeah, finals are like not the best part of teaching high school, but it's so nice. Like
it's a perk.
It's a perk because like we're done a week ahead of time and it's just exams.
Yeah, that is nice. We have to kind of entertain the masses.
Oh God.
However, our final Friday, the 16th, is 8th grade graduation. So 6th and 7th graders go home at 10:15.
Oh.
And that's when the 8th graders come to school for graduation. So I think I have to just stay in the building, but I think it's some like organizational time, pack up my classroom. And then we have the long weekend and just a Tuesday. But so many kids said that they have vacations planned already, so we're going to be doing the fun stuff the week before.
They're yelling with cups over their faces.
Oh,
is what they're doing.
Okay.
So my last day is really the 20th too, because I don't have any finals after that. I give my last 2 finals on the 20th, and then the 21st
it's like grading them.
Is grading and making sure everything is up to date, and then the 22nd. Last year I went out on the last day of school because we had planned a vacation. And we had a couple of snow days, and it pushed us right over into the Monday. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, I have a vacation planned, so I took Owen with me to school, and I showed my face, and I stayed for like 45 minutes because I don't have a classroom to clean. All of my grades, like everything was done.
Everything's buttoned up.
So I showed my face, made sure everybody saw me, and I left.
Yeah. And then everybody would be like, oh, was Rachel here? Yep,
Sorry. Elder kid, chasing down the hallway. Yeah.
Nice establishing your alibi. That's funny. Well,
we're done.
This is our first time using our outdoor microphones, so hopefully everything runs smoothly.
Hopefully this works, because I have watched a couple of episodes and I'm like, oh, it is a little quiet sometimes.
Okay.
So hopefully these help. So please give us feedback and let us know.
They're turned on, so that's good.
They are. I see the green light. They're turned on.
So yeah, what are you wearing today?
I am wearing my As If tee, which is from Knit and Crochet, I think. And then this is Beachy Breeze Aran weight yarn that she dyed for like a Black Friday special. It's a non-repeatable color because she had she used leftover dye stock. And then just some Knit Picks mohair, and I call this my Little Mermaid sweater because I feel like Little Mermaid when I wear this. And since the Little Mermaid, that's something I wanted to, maybe I can, my mom's like, I want to come over this weekend. I'm like, you want to take Owen so I can go see the Little Mermaid? Maybe I can go see the Little Mermaid this weekend.
That'd be nice. When are you available this weekend?
Tonight.
Damn it.
Maybe tomorrow night.
I want to go see the Little Mermaid.
All right, maybe I'm supposed to be going to I was supposed to be teaching a paint class tomorrow. Yeah. And then the class got canceled, and I'm like, can I just come to the class tomorrow? Oh. But maybe I'll just say I need a day off and we can go see the Little Mermaid instead, because my therapist told me I need to stop overscheduling myself.
Yeah, you do. You're a very busy person.
Look like worky things.
You are a very busy person.
So.
Well, I'll probably be around, so you let me know what you decide.
Because even though, I don't know, I have feelings. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but I'm still going to go see it.
Yeah.
Oh, these kids. What are you wearing?
I am wearing, oh geez.
Kaisa
tee. I forgot. Oh my gosh, I wear it all the time. My Kaisa tee, and I made it in Madeline Tosh. I can't remember the color name.
It's really pretty.
It's yarn that I had in stash, and I had caked it up like as soon as I got it, and then it sat for years. Oops. Whoop. Our backup umbrella fell. That's okay.
All right.
And So I can't remember the color, but it's like a light gray, purpley.
It's really pretty.
And
it's like a smoky purple.
So it's a good fingering weight sweater for those of you who are asking for like spring summer tees.
I have yarn to make one.
And you can't see, and you're not getting the feet without paying extra. But I have my
oh my god,
my knit pearl slides on.
You're ridiculous.
I got these on Poshmark, so they were thrifted. I usually don't buy like secondhand shoes, but I Lysoled these bad boys, and they didn't look worn at all when I got them. Like the soles were brand new. So these are kind of my like around the house slipper sandals. But I love them.
I have yarn to make a kaisa. I've had yarn for a while to make a kaisa, and I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to do is make a kaisa. I haven't done it yet.
I want to make another one. And I love, well, I didn't gauge swatch for this, but I really like how the fit came out, so I'd probably do the same.
What, buddy? All right, can you go share your toys, please?
No.
Owen, go share your toys. If you don't share, I'm going to take them. Toddler life.
Struggle's real.
Learning how to share is a skill.
They're doing so good, though.
They really are. This is like a win-win for us because they entertain each other and we get to hang out. It's a win-win-win for everybody involved.
What are you knitting on today?
I'm knitting. So in case you don't follow my Instagram, I was picked to test the Bumpy Cardigan from Max the Knitter, and I'm making progress.
So much progress.
So much. Well, it doesn't feel like it, but
I understand. But from where you were the last time?
Yeah, I don't think I'd split for sleeves yet, had I?
No, I think you did one bump.
One bump. Okay,
and
so
then
it's
you
probably
were
here.
Working on this.
Yep. So it's probably here.
Yeah.
So I've gotten this done in the last. I've gotten this much done in the last week, which is pretty good considering I haven't knit a whole lot.
I love the color of the last two bumps.
I know. So I'm using Spin Cycle in Neveruary, and I picked it because of this hot pink right here. Like I love the hot pink. So when I caked my skeins, I made sure that when I picked my first skein that I actually rewound the second skein so I could make sure the hot pink was closer, because I don't think I'm going to fully use the entirety of the second skein, but I will be using this hot pink. And then Sam, because she is the best, she custom dyed me a color on her Delta worsted base, which is really like a DK. Because if you saw our last podcast episode, Kait pulled out some Mad Tosh that she's had in stash for a while, and I'm like, oh my god, that would be perfect, but she didn't have enough skeins. So I sent pictures to Sam while we were podcasting, and she came up with this, and it's so good. Like, you get like a lot of depth with the gray, and it's not really pooling, and I feel like it's perfect.
It is perfect.
I cannot wait to wear this bad boy.
It's beautiful.
Has to be done by June 30th. So my goal is to have it done by June 25th, because I do not want to be lugging this around Florida with me while we're in Disney.
So what's that give you? 4 weeks?
4 weeks.
You could do it. Like, so let's say 2 weeks on the body and a week each sleeve, if needed.
I think I can do that.
You're really quick on sleeves when you want to get stuff done.
After consulting with Jen and Angie, I think I've decided, because what my friend Brian, who's also testing this, is doing is he's making the sleeves and the body match. So he like does a body stripe, and then he knits the chunk of the sleeve, and then he does the sleeve stripe, so they're all in the same rotation. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna knit the body, and then I'm gonna knit the sleeves to match. So I'll knit both sleeves, and then do the cord on both sleeves, and then knit the next chunk, and then do the cord, and then knit the next chunk. So the sleeves will match with each other, but they won't necessarily match with the body, and I think that's better for my brain to do it that way.
Yeah.
What you got? I haven't seen this in a while.
Yes, this is like a deep,
that's okay,
stashed item that I pulled out today because I don't have anything else that I can just knit in the round. This is something I started last summer.
That's okay. That's how we met. You were knitting on that when I first met you.
It's our friendship sweater. Where's the front of it? Okay, so this is a Weekender Light by Andrea Mowry. It's a bottom-up sweater, which I don't always love, but I actually went to Skein for like the first time when I bought this yarn. Yeah, because I got my job and I was excited, and I've always wanted to go to Skein, but I didn't feel like I I feel like I had knitter imposter syndrome. Like I felt like I wasn't a real knitter. So I was feeling confident that day. So I walked into Skein. I met Justine.
Yep.
She helped me pick out this yarn, which is a Malabrigo Fino. It's a silk merino.
I don't realize it was silk.
Yeah, and it doesn't have, I don't have a tag in either one, so I couldn't tell you the color.
It's a super pretty rusty color.
It is, so it's great for the fall. Ideally, I wanted to have it done for last fall, and then that didn't happen because I kept... Oh, that's when I started test knitting last summer, and then all the other things that I was working on got put to the side. So I have this that I'm working on now. My other whips I have to look at charts for lace and for color work, so that's not happening. Plus my phone, where the patterns are, is recording this episode.
We got some questions this week, and one of the questions was, how many whips do you have? So I had to go, I looked through all of my project bags, because I have all of my project bags shoved in the bottom of my china cabinet, and a lot of them were full, but a lot of them were full of yarn that's for specific projects.
Yeah.
So I only have 10 whips right now, and well, plus 2 that I plan on frogging. Okay. So I'm only counting 10 whips.
Okay, I have this one. The Hythe Hat.
Yep.
Lace and Fade Boxy.
Yep.
That pair of vanilla socks from my mom that I just have the Kitchener the toe for. My rose cardigan.
Yep.
My babe.
Mama.
Owen, I'm going to take these if you're not going to share.
I want to share.
What's
Here.
in there, Owen?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No, you get 2.
Wow.
Cool.
Tickle.
Oh, good manners, Brea. Thank you for sharing.
Want to start that list over?
Yeah. Weekender Light, Lace and Fade Boxy, vanilla socks for my mom that just need a Kitchener toe. Some mitten that I forgot the pattern for, but I got the cuff done. Oh, Brielle's second Kindra mitten.
Mm-hmm.
That's just has the cuff done. My Hythe Hat, rose cardigan. 7.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
and some blanket I forgot the name of that I started for my parents years ago, but I don't know if I'll ever finish it.
My list, I wrote them down.
8.
I have my Pink Fizz, which is my forever whip.
Mm-hmm.
Some socks that I need to frog. A sweater that I had started for Dylan, but I'm going to turn it into a vest because he doesn't wear sweaters. A sweater that needs a sleeve. Another like simple little bandana thing that I'm pretty sure I'm going to frog. Actually, I think I'm going to use that yarn for one of the Andrea Mowry cowls.
Okay.
The slipper socks for Katie.
Oh, yeah.
My sea glass tee.
Yep.
My anchor tee.
Okay.
My pillow. I still need to finish pillow number 2. I haven't done that yet.
Really? All
And then my cozy classic that I need to frog because it's way too big.
Okay.
And then this. But if we look at my whip list, I was able to.
Mostly done.
No.
Well,
No. Pink Fizz is like half done. My Amelia sweater's like half done. My anchor tee, my sea glass tee, and the slipper socks I would say are at the same point. The pillow's almost done. What, Owen?
Oh, your shoe? Ralph can help you.
But I did check 2 things off my list.
That's awesome.
I got my satellite shawl finally done, so that was a check. And because I have like what's in what project bag, so it's my list of what yarn is in what project bag. And my Cumulus blouse, which wasn't really a whip, but I had the yarn in a bag, so that got checked. But yeah, I keep track of bags, so I gotta go through and I gotta be like, so I have like a Barnyard Knits fade in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 7 skeins that I might use for a Find Your Fade in a bag. I have all the yarn for my Knit a Rainbow sweater in a bag, that slub that I got.
Mm-hmm.
So I have yarn. I didn't even tell you this. So Angie and I went to Jen's house on Thursday to help Jen go through her yarn.
Oh.
There's a lot of yarn.
Yeah, I bet.
There's a lot of yarn. But what Angie
it looks
suggested,
like she could have a store.
probably. Jen, I love you. You have a lot of yarn.
Jen has yarn for that.
Jen definitely has yarn for that. But something Angie suggested is like putting stuff in bags, because even with my cabinet, like I have it organized by color, but having stuff like that's in bags together, it'll lay flatter and it will probably look neater. So I need to get some bags so I can look like, okay, these are for this project, they're in a bag. these are for this project. They're in a bag, so I can see what goes together, and then like what other skeins I have available.
Or like this is a sweater quantity.
Right.
Keep it together.
Right.
So you don't accidentally bust it up.
Right.
That's a very smart idea.
So I'm definitely going to be doing that. So thank you, Angie and Jen. We will help you do that.
Yeah. I mean, we're about to have a lot of time on our hands.
So much time. Her house is really nice though. She has this like beautiful sunroom. So you walk into like her kitchen, and then there's like 3 or 4 stairs, and you go up, and it's this huge open room, and there's like slider doors, and it's super bright. She's like, this is where I'm going to be spending the most amount of time, and I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so nice.
So excited for you, Jen. I hope you like that I just invited myself over to help you organize your yarn.
We all want to help.
Yeah. It's a labor of love.
Oh my God.
truly.
Every time I go through my cabinet, it's at least 4 hours. So I'm thinking if I did the bag thing, maybe it would help, because it'd be like, okay, I don't have to go through each of these individually. Like, this
Right.
is for this.
And maybe put in like a little note
Nope.
card on top. Like, this is this weight, this
Well,
many yards.
I have that in my phone.
Okay.
So I use my notes. I have an iPhone. I use my notes a lot to keep track of things. So I have yarn, not that one. I have
How do you make
yarn.
checklists and notes.
You click on the little thing down here,
Yeah. Oh, and you can add.
and you can add
I
things.
never knew that.
So I have like a list. So I have like all my sweaters, and it says what pattern plus what yarn. And it might not say specifically, but it's enough that I'm like, okay, yep, that one. So I have a category for sweaters. I have a category for short sleeves and tanks. I have a category for cardigans, and then I have my completed list at the bottom, so I can see that I've actually, done something.
Nice.
And then I have one for accessories with shawls, cowls, hats, etc.
That's so smart. I need to get more
It
organized
really-
with my list.
It helps. It helps me be like, oh yeah, I do have yarn for that. Yes, Pumpkin.
And we're back.
Hopefully for real this time.
Take 30 seconds. Well, I really like your organization list on your phone.
It does help, and especially I'm
figure
also
it
keeping
out.
track of all my yarn purchases on my phone too. So like I can, like April was a shit show, as we know, because of local yarn store day. So I can see like I bought a lot in April, and so I didn't really buy a lot in May. I bought some skeins that I'll show you in a minute, and I just bought a couple of skeins that were a really good deal. It was $60 for 3 skeins from Canada.
Wow.
For the sunset camisole that I'm obsessed
Yes,
with.
it is so pretty.
It's so good.
And what's the weight on that?
It's a sport. It's like 280 yards per 100 grams. But I'm like, I can make that work. It's like a light DK.
Double
You could use
for
that
that.
double.
'Cause
That would
that's
look
my
nice.
color.
But so I feel like DK should be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit thicker, but it should be fine.
That'd be really pretty.
Yeah.
I'm really loving this. I'm remembering how much I love this yarn right now as I work
It's
with
really
it.
nice. I
So
haven't knit
soft.
with it, but like it looks and it feels so nice.
It does. I'll probably use it again.
Maybe he'll double.
Yeah. Breezy, you have your
Nope,
2?
that's it. Oh, and you have 2. And Breezy, you have 2. That's it. Everybody gets 2.
Where on it?
Arnie's right there.
Where's the count?
Breezy has Count and Elsa.
No. Where's but
Breezy doesn't have Bert. Breezy just has Count and Elsa.
okay. Okay.
Go play.
Yay.
They're gonna sleep
So good.
today.
So good.
Nap so hard. All right. Okay. So we talked what we're wearing. We talked whips. I feel like I'm highly distracted outside.
I know. It's yeah. It's definitely easier to stay focused inside. Yeah, Fino is really nice,
Oh.
but I'm scared to knit with it by itself just because the fingering weight sweater.
Oh, it'll
Sounds
take you 2 years.
intimidating.
So even like last summer, I didn't knit on this religiously, but I did my split hem and I did a few inches. I forgot how many inches I have to go to separate for the sleeves, but I know that this is not long enough.
Oh no, definitely not.
My other whip, which I can't work on right now, is
Oh yeah.
a much delayed start on my Hythe Hat, which was a test knit that I totally missed the deadline on. But I'm still going to be making it for Katie. And it actually kind of matches Rachel's, which was unintentional.
Unintentional.
But I'm holding a yarn that I kind of hate with some spin cycle that I never loved until now.
Really?
So
Okay.
this is the Beaches and Booches.
It's like
La Petite
yeah,
lamb's wool. It's very rustic. It's a non-superwash. It's definitely got like a smell to it.
Like a sheepy smell.
It's got a sheepy smell. When you're done knitting, your hands have like a feeling
Yeah.
to them, like an oily.
Yeah,
So there's probably some, is it lanolin in there still
Yep.
or something?
it's the same with this.
I'm hoping that it's going to feel better once it's washed.
It will. And the
And
more
then-
you even if you wash it a couple of times, each time it'll soften up more.
So, and that color is a medium blue-black that I've had in stash because I thought I wanted to make a junction pullover by Andrea Mowry. And I changed my mind.
That's okay.
And if I was going to do it, I'd want to do it in like a black or like a dark gray like her original was. And then I'm holding this with a spin cycle, a discontinued color that I bought online, so like sight unseen. I cannot remember the name of it right now, but I took a picture of the tag. It's on my phone. And it's like grays, a little bit of blue, a little bit of green. It doesn't have a lot of color change like some other spin cycle does.
But like sometimes it's really nice to have like that really subtle.
Yeah. So I like that for this. I don't think I would have liked it on its own. Hi. Would you like to come on the show? Do you need a tissue? Thank you.
Toys.
Yeah, we're sharing toys.
I know it's hard. It gets easier.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Gifts.
She blows her nose so silly because she doesn't blow
Yeah.
her nose. She holds her
takes them a
tissue up
while.
and she goes, and she blows a raspberry. It's so stinking cute. Oh.
What, buddy?
But sometimes she does get something out. So anyway, I'm just starting. I'm like halfway through the first repeat. I think it's 3 repeats and then you start your decreases for the crown.
It's quick. I think I did 4 or 5.
Well, I did my ribbing one day and then these brioche stitches I did last night while playing back here with her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm hoping this weekend I finish
You're
this.
totally. So I had to rip mine out.
But I wouldn't be bringing it to the Little Mermaid.
No. I ripped mine out on a Thursday down to the ribbing. And I
Okay.
had the hat done by the Saturday night.
And
So,
we're gonna
2
pretty
good
much.
days.
Hey, go.
Thanks, baby. Do you want a new one?
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want a new one?
And we're pretty
Alright,
much
let's get
gonna
new
have matching Hythe hats. Rachel brought her finished one.
So let's get Abby and Grover.
Ooh.
Nope, just 2.
2 different ones. 4 together, yep. And I did start looking through whips. I forgot why I took this out.
Maybe to show, because it's been a while.
Oh, I brought it to Fiber Foodies.
Oh, that's why.
That's
Yep.
why it's out. This is my Lace and Fade Boxy by Hohi Locatelli that I started last summer as well.
That's okay.
In Miss Babs yarn that I got at the Skein trunk show. So I've separated for the sleeves. I'm on the 3rd lace, mohair lace repeat. It's a little bit slow going with that because it's like 300 something stitches in the round on lace weight.
That was this before I split for sleeves. I was at like 390 stitches, and I was like, ugh.
But, and I'm gonna ask you guys to let me know below what I should do for my next. So I need 2 more colors, like solid bands. They don't need to be solid colors, but I have a pink. I started off with this like off-white natural color, and then I have a light pink, and then this purple that has some kind of like pinkish and reddish purple in it. And I had originally purchased these 2 to go next, but now I'm not so sure about this one. It's got the reddish purples in it, and this has a dark purple, but now I'm almost wondering if I should do a darker pink and then the darker purple at the bottom,
I think
or
that's what you should
just
do.
repeat the pink and the purple, the pink and the purple that are already there. Not again.
Have you ever seen this? I got
never-
this from Sam.
I've never done it successfully.
Spit splicing.
I tried to do it.
It only works at non-superwash.
Yeah, so I tried to do that with this blue yarn when it broke. Oh, that's another reason I don't like it. It broke and it wouldn't splice.
I've been getting it to splice so far.
You gotta like rough it up and then.
Yeah, so I'm like separating the plies.
All right.
And then you apply a little spit and you just rub it in your hands, and the fibers should felt together. What, Owen?
No, we're gonna stay in the backyard. We're not playing in the front yard.
Alright, so separated the plies, got them to overlap.
Go, baby, go.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Wow. Okay, so I definitely didn't do it right. I think I just licked it a little bit and then tried to rub it together between two.
Separate the plies so that they can like grab on a little bit easier, but
wow.
There we go.
It's like it never happened.
Exactly.
So like if you come to two ends, you could just join them that way too? Instead of having ends to weave in?
Knot. I magic knot everything, but yes, this is how you can weave in ends. Go play.
Brea, you do have two. I see them. He does. I never remember which one's Bert and which one's Ernie.
Ernie's orange. So, like, you can feel it. It's a little bit thicker.
Yeah, a little bit
But
damp. Yeah, you can, but you won't notice that.
You won't notice it
when it's in a stitch.
So I just pull it. So like you can't.
Pretty.
Where is it?
Are you still so happy you got them?
I really do love them.
They have a good weight to them.
They do have a good weight to them. So it's right here in the middle of what I'm holding up. It's a smidge thicker. So I just pull it a little bit tighter when I'm knitting, but you can't tell. Yeah, the non-superwash, even this, and like this is nice non-superwash. It still leaves a little bit of a
but it's not
feel on your hands.
Scratchy.
No, it's not scratchy, but it leaves like a feel on your hands, and I think that's the lanolin.
Mm-hmm. This is scratchy. I hope it'll get better.
It'll get better.
It will get
And
better.
if not, then it goes in a gift file.
Yeah, and I usually size up on needles for patterns because I'm a tight knitter, and also my one of my twos is broken, so I'm using the 2.5s. And I feel like every time I talk about my twos being broken, it reminds me to send an email to Xiaobu.
You should
but then
do
I
that.
forget.
I'll text you later and remind you. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Because it seems like you're busy later today.
I am busy later today. It's my best friend's birthday, and she wants to go like out, like get dressed and go out and have cocktails. And I haven't done that in a long time, so
Nope.
I'm gonna need a nap.
Yeah.
I gotta stay well hydrated.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. Oh, and you need to share. Or I'm taking them all away. Share. Share. Go play.
Ooh,
Good job. Go play.
Brielle, do you want to bring out your Barbie house for all of those toys to play in?
Owen loves Barbie houses.
Could you please help with that, Daddy?
Come here.
We have a live studio audience today. My
Yeah.
husband's been kind of hanging out here with the kids, but sometimes just watching us talk about yarn.
It's fine.
We'll call him Ralph Knits RI.
Make his own Instagram.
Yes. He did knit. He knows how to knit. I'm not sure.
Really?
He has knitted. He's made a beautiful scarf, like an infinity scarf cowl for his cousin using Malabrigo Rasta. So he can knit, he can purl, he can work in the round.
Oh my god.
Yep, he's done it, and then he started another project for his grandma, but then never finished it. So, Ralph Knits RI, will you ever be getting back into the craft of knitting? He's smiling. He doesn't want to be on this camera, I don't think. Oh, dear husband.
Dylan's like, I'll learn how to knit so we have something to do together. I'm like, no, we're going to keep knitting is my thing, and you can play video games, which is why we're playing D&D.
So he has knitted, but Not in a very long time. Do you think you'd just pick it up, muscle memory? Should we show the folks who you are? A little behind the scenes. He doesn't want to be on the camera.
Look at that Barbie house.
Yes. Breezy got a little Tykes / Barbie house that Santa brought her this year. And it has like a little elevator and a little pool and a diving board. And
Perfect.
she's got a bunch of little Tykes people from various, like, she's got a school bus and then like the Mickey and the Minnie ones and the princesses. She's got a few princesses. So
Of course.
Now they're playing with the doll. Oh, I'm so glad I had that idea. Go me.
Good
now they're
idea.
playing cooperatively together.
I will get one of those.
Target.
Okay.
It was on sale though. Maybe wait until
Or look at Savers.
100%.
Yep, can do that.
Yep.
So,
okay, so whips.
whips. Oh, FOs. I got my Hythe Hat.
And mine will kind of match yours when it's done.
Kind of, sort of. This is using Gigi Bonin yarn. She's another local Rhode Island dyer. She had a trunk show at Skane a couple years ago. And I picked up 2 skeins and they've been sitting in my stash. And I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with them. And so I figured testing this hat, would be a perfect use. So I don't remember what the colors are. I think I took a picture of the labels. But it's this really nice dark blue color and then like a pebbly, sandy, speckly kind of color. And some people did the brim and then did the brioche as a different color. I liked it to look a little more cohesive. So my second color really is just the background color, but I feel like it really makes the blue pop more. To be honest, I haven't blocked this yet, but I don't know if I'm going to because I kind of like how it is.
Maybe steam it.
Maybe steam it. Then I added a pom because this is the first time I've knit a brioche project like this, and my crown is a little on the messy side because it was hard to like decrease and brioche and everything. So I was going to add a pom anyway because, hi, have you met me? I put poms on all my hats. But I feel like the pom just kind of helps make sure it looks a little bit more cohesive.
Right, especially if you're not going to wet block it.
But I like how it looks.
And you used DK weight, right?
So this is
Instead of
fingering weight yarn held double.
Okay. And which size?
And it was supposed to be on size 2 needles, but I was struggling with the size 2 needles. Like my hands were just not having it. So I wound up knitting the child size on size 4 needles. So I went down a couple hat sizes. I went up a couple needle sizes. I probably could have even gone down one more and knit the toddler size just because I do knit loose. But like it's got like a good amount of slouch to it, but it's still like it fits really well. So for me, this was exactly the right modification. Went down 2 sizes, went up 2 needle sizes.
You're gonna scare Owen, Ralph.
No, Owen wants to go to Six Flags.
Okay.
I throw him around in laundry baskets.
Alright, so he's used to it.
He's used to this.
My husband plays rough with Breezy. They're wrestling on the lawn right now. No wonder she's so strong.
But yeah, I like it a lot, and I definitely want to make the cowl now.
I have the cowl pattern because I
Like,
want it.
why is this supposed to be like this on this side, but it's not like that on this side, just like with how the decreases are?
I have no idea because I've not gotten that far.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I've never done. So this was a project that I was kind of scared of.
I was too. That's why I did it.
Yeah, and I've never done brioche in the round.
It's easier.
I think so too.
I was surprised at how much easier it is.
But then like the increases and decreases kind of, I think I'm doing them right. I'm following the directions. I watched a couple videos. I'm feeling good about it. I will be putting in a lifeline in after each repeat of the, it's like 1A through 6B
Yeah,
rows.
so where you have your decreases looks better than my decreases.
Oh.
I don't know. Whatever. That's fine.
We'll see. Let me keep working on it, and then you can look at it again. I'll say, well, okay, husband. All the children are playing outside. Come, gorilla, walk behind the camera. Give the people what they want. Like and subscribe if you'd like to meet our husband.
Dylan would show up. I've gotten Dylan to wear leggings before for like an Instagram contest.
Oh,
He would do it.
I have a picture of Ralph in a crop top from our very first vacation together when we were dating. Like when I would still wear a crop top.
Oh my god.
It was like a coral pink, and he like fell asleep on the bed in the coral pink.
You saved that forever.
If we make it to how many followers, we can post it.
I have a picture of Dylan. We went to get froyo, and I put in my wedding vows.
You got the mermaid? Was Daddy trying to take your mermaid?
She's a pretty mermaid. Can you go show Owen?
Daddy won't take your mermaid, sweetie.
No!
Brea, you have to...
Owen?
Brea, Jesus. Breezy, you have to share your toys too, just like Owen does. That's what friends do. We share when we only have one.
Pumpkin bean. Hold on.
We share when we only have one, just like Coco Melon says. Exactly. Brea Marie!
Good job, bud.
With the fake out. She's gonna be the death of me. This week she started this thing. If I sent her to the bathroom to wash her hands by herself, she would just run the water and squirt soap in the sink. And then come out with dry hands. And then I'd be like, Brea, you need to go wash your hands. Then she'd come out with wet hands, but they didn't smell like soap. Then she'd go in and she'd use soap and water on one hand. She was doing everything to avoid the task, but she just had to keep doing it over and over again. I don't know. She's a... Oh my goodness.
These kids.
Ralph knits our eyes on the scene. He's on the case. Breezy Marie, you let go right now. Uh-oh. Breezy might need to go inside for a little while.
Learning how to play is hard.
Just like, let me rub his head and then steal his toys. Ooh, good for him. Breezy's bigger than Owen. He just gave her a little push. She needs that. Proud of him.
He pushes me all the time.
No, she pushes me too.
Yes, good to be assertive. Anyway, I have a picture of Dylan from when we were dating, where I put in our wedding vest, I promise I'll always tell you when you need a haircut. Because of this photo, his hair was so long, I put it in a little tiny ponytail on top of his head, and he's like making a caveman face, and I'm like, I'm just gonna call you Pebbles.
Did you steal that from him while he was playing?
No, I found one.
You found one? Are you sharing? Or do you, excuse me, are you sharing or do you need to go inside for a break?
All right.
All right. So do you have any other finished?
That's it.
Okay.
My Anchor tea, I'll take it to the movies tomorrow,
Okay.
but that's just on hold so I can get this test knit done. This is friggin' gorgeous.
So this is
Owen?
my Mull It Over Pullover by Tif Neilan that I
So
test
good.
knit.
That's not your dad. Your
not
dad's
Dad.
at home. He has a day off.
All the men are named Dad. So I haven't.
Owen? Owen, you have other toys you can play with? Go play with those. This is going to be fun to edit.
I was thinking that. So this is my Mull It Over Pullover
good.
by Tif Neilan.
So good.
I haven't blocked it yet or woven the ends yet because I made a rookie
oopsie.
mistake. I knit the cuff, the fisherman's rib on this cuff for 1 inch. And I knit this one for 2 inches.
I kind of
So-
like how it looks with the 2 inches.
I do too. It looks more like a cuff.
Yeah.
So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to rip this one back or just extend this one. I'm leaning more towards just extending this one because it would be easier.
Yeah.
But also the look of it. And I don't care if my sleeves are too long.
Yeah, because the thing with fisherman's rib is you can always...
Cuff, because yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true too. Oh, that looked cute. I'm glad I have you. But I knit this in Posies and Pockets, Agapanthus, and Agapanthus 2.0. Janet made 2.0 for me when I realized that I wanted to hold Agapanthus double. And so it's got beautiful blues and purples and every once in a while like a green speckle. And we're back.
Oh, these kids, man.
So Agapanthus and Agapanthus 2.0, very purpley, speckly,
I want to find one of those.
blue.
Oh, there's a green.
Yep, a green speckle here and there. Hello, Brea. Hello, hello. Oh, it's Mommy's microphone. Please don't touch. It's Mommy's microphone. And I used Miss Babs Yowza and Dark Cassiopeia. Am I saying that right?
Is that what that is? Yeah, Cassiopeia.
And it was a Yowza mini that I got for another sweater that I didn't end up. Excuse me.
Which one?
I was gonna make. I think it was called Colors. It was at this. It was a sample
Last
year.
But yeah, and there was like
gray, and there was armbands.
Yeah, yep.
And then
And the armbands were weird to me because it's like, why do they appear when
Yeah.
your toys are with Owen?
Owen's got the toys. He's waiting for you to go play with him.
Look, here comes Owen. He's looking for you. Do you want to go play?
Yeah.
Path of most resistance. Oh my gosh.
Owen, you need to share. There's enough space and enough toys for you both to play together. You need to share.
So the Dark Cassiopeia was from my stash. I'm just realizing I messed up one of my stitches here, but
It's all right.
it's fine.
Yeah, no, I think
The
that's the right
design.
call. I remember that because the armbands threw me.
And I thought I really wanted to make that other sweater, which I think is called Colors.
That sounds about right.
But then I've basically cannibalized the knit kit that I bought for it because
That's
I used the
okay.
oxidized silver for the Montrose shawl and I used some of the Dark Cassiopeia for this. I think I liked that sweater, and then I came home and I watched something about World War II and like Nazi soldiers, and I feel like the armbands are, and I made it's not they
It's
don't
not,
look like
but
that, but I made a
that's-
connection in my head,
yeah,
and
and
I
that
was
was
just
it.
like,
That was it.
no,
Yeah,
I don't like it anymore.
yeah. No, that's fair enough.
But also, I think it was, I loved it because I was in the moment. I was like high on the fiber fumes. It's like, I love it here.
This is
Everything's
why
so beautiful.
This is why we need to have a plan for Rhinebeck, not just be like,
know.
oh, that looks cool. We need to have a plan,
I know.
and that's how we stick to budgets.
I know. And I know next weekend is the, is it junk yarn and
Oh, I know.
Kitty, is it Kitty with a,
Kitty with cupcake.
Kitty with a
I don't
cupcake.
think I'm gonna be tempted to buy any yarn or maybe like that cotton, but the
I want that
friggin'
Game
pins.
Boy-
I want the pins.
Yeah, I
and I
do
want
too.
the stitch markers.
I want the Game Boy stitch marker.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna go and look. I did like the junk yarn cotton base, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I want to make a cotton tee. I don't know.
My
They
thing.
stretch. They don't hold.
My
Although,
my
I wonder if
thing.
it's nylon and the thing.
What the heck's it called? My crochet tee, totem tee.
Okay.
It's black. I think I wore it one of the last times.
It's black.
My totem tee from Nomad Stitches is crocheted,
Mm-hmm.
and I made it in black bamboo pop.
No, I haven't seen it.
I swear, I was gonna wear it today, and then I'm like,
You wore something purple. You wore your
No,
love
not-
note
no.
last time.
totem, not Nomad tee, totem tee. I thought I wore it to one of the fiber things. Oh no, I wore it to a paint class. That's what it was. I'm like, I wore it recently. It's really cute. It's crocheted.
Oh, that is cute.
That's cotton. So I put it in the washing machine.
That's
And
cool.
I made it pre-pregnancy, and it still fits.
That's nice.
But that I would definitely make another one of those. It was so fun. It was a pain in the ass with all the mesh,
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
but I
though.
really like it. So my totem tee, I posted on my Instagram a couple weeks ago. I made it in black bamboo pop cotton yarn that I picked up when Skane was Love to Knit, and I love it. I really do. So I agree. I don't feel like there's a. It definitely needs to be the right pattern.
Yeah,
It definitely needs to be the right pattern.
and I want to show support. So
Yeah.
But Ralph is going to Lowell next Saturday to visit his best friend.
Oh,
So it's me and Breezy Girl,
Oh,
and
boy.
I don't know if I want to bring her to the yarn shop.
come here. Let me see. What are we doing? I don't.
'Cause
Hmm.
I'm imagining the trunk show is 2 days, right? Saturday,
Yeah,
Sunday?
I have a paint class on the schedule, but I'm sure it's going to be canceled, so we're probably free. So we can go and then hang out.
That sounds good.
Let me go put his shoe on.
And we're back.
Oh, God.
Oh, these kids. This might be more difficult than we thought.
Maybe a smidge. It's okay. We'll get through this episode, but...
I don't think recording outside's the issue.
No, it's not. I think we will have separate recording days and play days.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Especially when we're learning how to share.
Yeah. I'm grateful Ralph is here to kind of mediate a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh,
But
it's huge help.
all right, so we talked about finished objects. We talked about whips. We're so distracted
Sorry, guys.
by our children, and if you have given up on this episode,
We totally
I
understand.
understand.
But
So
we have things to show you.
we do have things to
We
show
have
you.
so many things to show you.
All right,
Shall we?
mine's shorter.
All right.
Can we go first or second?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I'm more excited to see your stuff because I already know what my stuff is. So you go first.
All right. So, I got some acquisitions. Some stuff I've been waiting on. I had pre-ordered it a while ago. Some stuff... Actually, I don't think anything in here was really spur of the moment. Well, I mean, these were, but I've been waiting for them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with my Sam yarn, because of course I have more yarn from Sam. So Sam had her April Showers collection pre-order a couple of weeks ago, and when she did the trunk show at Skane, I fell in love with this color, and I'm like, that is gonna have to be a cardigan. And so this color is called Puddle Jumper. It's gray with like green undertones. It's super pretty. I've come to realize I definitely need more neutral sweaters in my life, because again, I keep gravitating towards my camp pullover more than anything. It's like, this will be a really nice staple neutral. And with this, I'm gonna make the Edith cardigan from, I think, Pam Allen. Somebody, I think it was Knitted by Whitney, posted a picture of her wearing one maybe a month or so ago, and I went, that I need to make that cardigan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice. It's a long cardigan. It's got some texture on the upper back. It's got some nice ribbing down the front. It's a nice pattern. So I have 7 skeins of this to make that cardigan. I also have, like I said, my yarn that Sam custom dyed me for my Bumpy cardigan.
There are 2.
Come take this one, Owen. All right, go blow bubbles. So I have 6 skeins of this for my Bumpy cardigan. I'm on skein number 3 right now. So I'm halfway through my yarn. Dip it in. These ones I did a little live unboxing for.
Breezy, come here. Breezy, I'll help you.
Here, go blow.
Ooh.
There we go. Good job. Do you need some help?
Are we still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We're like 3 hours in.
Not even an hour.
Oh, wow.
Here. Go blow. So I got accepted. I got accepted to this really cool. You both have bubbles. You do not need to fight over the same one. Do you need some? There you go. Go ahead. Good job, buddy. So I got accepted to this really cool workshop. All right, if this is...
Brielle, come here. Let me help you.
All right, let's put the bubbles down. You want some juice? Go ahead.
Breezy, come here. Let me help you.
Oh, these kids.
You guys played wonderfully before we hit record.
Yes,
Just
they
want to
did.
point that out.
They did. And then we hit the button and it's like they knew.
Aren't I helping you?
Yeah, I think I'll have to.
Woo! Now put it back in.
Go.
And shake it around.
Owen, we're not
Uh-oh.
doing that.
And you put us back kind of centered. Oops.
Oh my god. Alright, I'll put these in the bag. Clear some room.
We never showed this?
No, not because we came in after we recorded last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Mine's somewhere in the house.
It's all right.
I found my dear.
Good job, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You want to go blow bubbles with Owen?
Ooh.
Good job.
Oi, pie bubbles.
Own.
Oh no.
It's okay. Try again.
Okay.
All right. So, I
You were
was
accepted
accepted to this really cool workshop that Kait told me about a couple months ago. Actually, it was on Pi Day because, so it's a 4-day workshop where I get to go to Maine to do watershed education, which is going to help me with my new environmental science class that I'm teaching next year, and I'm really excited. So I was all excited. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy the yarn. So I bought some Pi Day yarn from Selena through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. I showed that last time. That came in from Norway. And then my yarn from Australia finally came in. I've never ordered anything from Australia before.
No, I haven't either.
So it's from Woolen Works, and this one is called Pink Petal Pie. And when you see it, you're gonna go, oh, well, obviously that's why. This color has me written all over it. And this base is so soft. It's 80/20 merino and nylon. It says it's extra fine Australian superwash merino, so that maybe that's what the difference is.
Super soft.
It's so soft, but it's got these like really fun hot pink bursts on it and a little bit of orange, and it's speckly. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it. Some sort of top, but I love it. I'm really, really glad it got here. And then, because I had to copy Kait, the Scranton Stitcher had a greatest hits pre-order, and one of her colors is called Electric Love, which A, I love Bob's Burgers, but B, how could I say no? So Kait and I are gonna have quasi-matching cumulus blouses.
Ooh, the bubble! It popped on my cheek! Watch out. I think mine's more of like a fuchsia pink.
Yours isn't quite this. Yours is, but like they're both
Darker.
equally
Yes,
bright,
right.
obnoxious, pink, Suri quantities. So I'm probably going to make another cumulus blouse with this, but I'm definitely going to size down this time because I did a bad thing. I washed it and I put it in the dryer. No, and on purpose because it was big.
Oh!
So it felted a little bit and it definitely fits better. I did the same thing with my camp pullover because I also was like, this thing is really big. So I ran it in the dryer and it definitely fits better now.
Good.
And I also put my cardigan in the dryer, which
Okay.
felted a little bit, but it also fluffed it up more.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
then
like-
you brushed it out.
I didn't need to. It was so
You did-
fluffy.
Oh,
I
okay.
brushed it out before I washed it.
That might be the key.
Maybe.
So it doesn't like get matted or whatever.
But don't put your non-superwash things in the dryer unless you want them to shrink, because they will shrink. And I did want mine to shrink, so I put them in for just a little bit and I let them air dry for the rest of the time.
I had to do that with my Kobu cat but I wet blocked it and then it was just giant.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, so I guess I am not a large head size, and also now it's blocked and I never swatched. And
Did you
So-
put it in the dryer?
I did, and it fits so much better
There
now.
we go.
But now I feel like I don't ever want to wash it again. Although it probably won't grow again, would it?
No, it wouldn't
'Cause
grow
it shrunk.
again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because the fibers have already felted. And then we showed this.
Oh,
We
yeah,
did
we're
a live
doing
unboxing where Kait and I have yarn to make the traveler sweater from Andrea Mowry in Dream Phone from the Frosted Stitch.
Her
'Cause,
90s
like,
collection.
Come on. We're gonna look so good in this color. So
Ralph, maybe you'll get a sweater in that color. Ralph Knits RI, people.
those are my acquisitions. A lot of pre-order stuff. Nothing really spontaneous. The spontaneous thing, but I feel like it's not spontaneous because I have been talking about it for a while. I want to make the pattern. So Frankie Gray Yarn was having a Memorial Day sale, and I went because Angie told me to look. So the Sunset Camisole from Sorry Nordland just got released. It's a really cute stripy little tank top with a ruffle going down the front. And I've been trying to figure out, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I have to make this. But I've been trying to figure out what yarn I wanted to use. So I asked around for suggestions, and somebody suggested like neon chartreuse. And I'm like, you know what? I think that's a great idea. And Angie said that Frankie Gray Fibers has a lot of really good bright tonals. So I went and looked, and I found one, and I forget what it's called. Let me see if I can But I got 3 skeins because the yarn that Suri used was like 280 yards per 100 grams. So I'm like, you know what? DK sounds good. So I got a couple of skeins of DK Lemon Limey. That's what it's called.
That makes sense.
Lemon Limey.
That's
Oh, not
exactly
Memorial Day sale. It's their 3rd birthday sale.
Oh, okay.
But Lemon Limey, it's like this really bright chartreuse color. And I think it's going to be perfect for that. So that was spontaneous, but also not because I've been talking about wanting to make it.
Definitely. I think I want to make it too. And I think I want to make it with something that I bought spontaneously.
Do it.
I was totally targeted. And I don't know.
Both of those, it would totally work because you need like 660 yards for my size and you make it smaller than I do.
Okay, so I'd have 600 yards because
that's
I hold
probably
it double.
what you need.
This is the Juice from Sock Obsession Yarn. And I had never purchased from them before. And I don't know if I saw something on Instagram.
Probably.
Like a sale. It was on sale. And it was ready to ship. It took a little while to get here. So where'd you come from? Not sure. But anyway, it's superwash merino cashmere nylon. It's a 2-ply sock fingering. What's what?
Oh yeah, no, I think that'll be perfect for.
Oh, 80-10-10.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like this is also merino.
But they all feel different depending on the ply.
Nylon. Oh, this might be merino cashmere silk, and this is merino cashmere nylon.
That one's also finer than this one. This is a thicker weight.
It is. Ooh, I'm just seeing like some purples in there for the first time. Some purple speckle.
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks way better outside than it did inside.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got more depth to it than you think it does.
Yeah, okay.
That's going to be a super fun ruffle tank.
Yeah, so I want to make that.
Do it. Maybe we'll have a tank along.
A tank along.
We keep saying we're going to do all these things,
I know,
but I feel like a tank along we could and should do.
A tank along.
Because we also need to make our
tank,
streamline tanks.
And the fluoro Morganite.
Oh, and those ones. 3 tanks on the docket for this summer.
3 tanks. We've got it.
We can do it.
And I haven't started yet, and I need to wind the yarn. Oh, I showed you, but I didn't show everybody.
What?
Let me go get it. My dinosaur yarn.
Oh, yes.
Please hold.
Kait is testing the, what is it called?
Stego sweater.
The Stego sweater. And
Mary Hunt of Hunt Hand.
from Mary Hunt of Hunt Hand Knits. And it's so good. Like, I might have to make one of these, but Kait got the yarn from Yarnaceous because if it's dino themed, of course Yarnaceous is involved.
Yes, and I've knit with Maggie's yarn before, Yarnaceous fibers. That's what I made my cryptid cowl in.
Yep.
And I knew I loved the yarn in this Bronto DK base. So Bronto DK is 85 superwash merino wool, 15% nylon. And I'm using for my main color Brea Tar Pit, which is like this dark gray. And for my stegos, I'm using this pink Morganite.
So
I think they're
good.
happy screams now.
So good.
So this will be together, which when I was looking on Maggie's website, somebody used this for the Fossil Frenzy Junior, I think, and I loved the colors together.
In that order with the main, the black is the main and the pink is the dinos.
It might have
been reversed.
It might have been reversed. I can't remember at the moment, but
Go ahead.
there was a very nice promotion discount if you wanted to use Maggie's yarn. So I was like, yes I do, because I know I love it. And I heard she was at,
She was at Wool'n Folk this past
Now
year.
look!
I wonder if she'll be somewhere this Rhinebeck weekend. I'd love to
We'll
meet
find
her.
out.
But this will probably be a sweater I bring with me. Can I fix that? Probably. There you
It
go.
should be a sweater you bring with you.
Um,
I feel like we're gonna need tanks.
you gotta pull
gotta
it
pull.
out. Wiggle,
Ready?
wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, pull. See? I was asking for that one.
Sorry for
It's
my
okay.
child's saliva. We've been sharing a lot of spit back here. I
Yep.
felt your spit on your yarn. Brea just spit on your face.
Or even?
Maybe. if we were to keep score on the saliva count.
I feel like it's going to be a year for tanks for Rhinebeck because last year was warm, and this year I think it's just going to be extra warm because of
Tanks
such a
and
warm
Cardies.
winter. Tanks and Cardies, yeah. Well, because I have to bring this to Wool and Folk
Oh yeah.
because Brian and I are going to take pictures in our cardigans. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to plan on a tank or two with my magic pants
Yes, of course.
that are on sale for 50% off right now.
I don't need any, but thank
I
you.
know.
Where'd what go?
Where go?
The wand? Bubble wand? I don't know.
Can you look for it?
Go look for it, honey.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, thank you, Rachel. And I got one last acquisition. Aimee had a
Birthday sale.
And the yarn, I ordered it last Friday because
And
we
it's-
talked about it on Saturday, and it showed up here Thursday. So I don't know. Like,
That's quick.
did Aimee bring it with her to Rhode Island? Like, did it come in her suitcase? I could start that rumor. Because how did it get from Paris to Rhode Island in 6 days?
I don't know. That's
But it
pretty
did.
amazing.
Well, and I just saw they had a post on their website, on the Instagram. Like, thanks. Shake, 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 shake. You do, babe.
Like, thanks to the orders, it's going to take us a while to
4 to
process
5
everything.
weeks. So then I don't know if maybe I purchased something that was in stock and
Yeah.
I need to dye more. Maybe.
Maybe that must be what happened.
All right. But anyway, I've been talking about how I want to make something out of the neons and neutrals book. And Wervel is something that I've always wanted to make. And it required a lot of different colors. And I was like, I really want to make that. However, I don't have like lace weight, like mohair
Yeah.
minis. And that's not usually something. You have your father over there who can help you. Yes. Thank you, Daddy. So this...
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minis.
12 minis. And this is our extra fluoro Morganite if needed for tank tops. Because I think it's just like a center stripe. I don't think you even use all these.
I will gladly take your
But
extra.
it is a mix of Felix and Helix. So the, like the neons.
The Felix is a white base, and the Helix is a gray base.
Okay, so yes, you can kind of see that here in the
Yeah.
sea glass color. It's got like the dark hairs. Okay.
Buzz. Holy moly, that is highlighter yellow.
Yes, it is. I don't hate it though. But it'll be mixed in. So there'll be neutrals and
Neons and neutrals.
Neons
Dun,
and,
dun, dun.
neons and neutrals, so a whole bunch of beautiful colors. I love that I got the kit because otherwise you would be buying
A full skein of
skeins.
each of them, which is
Which is not something I wanted to do at all. So knowing that I wanted to make that sweater and then seeing the kit on sale, I was definitely
how
all
much
about
is it on
it.
sale for?
It was 20 or 30% off. 20 or 20? I think it was 20%.
Oh, that's up.
Yeah, and I know that the discount was more than the shipping, like from what I purchased. So, and then I got for my main color this bone. It's like a neutral.
It's
and
boucle.
boucle that will be held double.
Oh, wow,
And
that's interesting.
I've always wanted to use boucle yarn, and it was a suggested. It was a suggested base.
That's
So
interesting.
you'd hold it double, and it should be
Yeah.
all squish, squish, squishy, squishy. It's
It's
super.
gonna be warm.
Oh yeah, probably because it'll trap lots of air.
How many skeins of this?
8.
Oof. Oh, the squish though.
I think I needed 7, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, always just in case. Wanna try this one? Cool. That squish is really
So
good.
this will be kind of like the neutral base and
Yep.
all the pops of
Is that
color.
what the the color from the,
You know,
or were those the kit and then you picked?
this was the kit. This I
Okay.
picked because it reminded me of the other
Okay.
one. You need an ice pop? We don't have any, honey.
Did it call for boucle, or it said you could?
It said you could, and one of the samples was made in it, but it was in a dark blue.
I see. It's okay.
It was in a dark blue. In the original, this was used for the yolk, and it was another yarn brand. I can't remember the
Okay.
name of right now, but it wasn't La Bien-Aimée.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was someone they partnered with or the designer partnered with.
I like this though.
I do too, and I've never seen it.
I think
in
Junk Yarn's
person.
gonna have Boucle next weekend.
Really
I think hers is DK though.
interesting. So this
So
is
maybe I'll get some Boucle.
so. Is this DK? 218 yards. Oh, 50 grams. So
Yeah,
it's like a
it's
fingering boucle.
I might be lying too. I might be fingering, but I thought it was thicker.
So anyway, this will be a Wervel
Oh,
from
and it's
Neons
showing
and
my
Neutrals.
acquisitions. I forgot about the yarn from Janet. Sorry.
Oh, and I can't remember the name of the designer right now, but it'll be
It's
like,
okay. It's in the book.
yep, and it will be here on your screen. So other than that, oh, you wanted to talk about the Janet yarn from Janet?
I forgot I have more acquisitions. So, Janet of Posies and Pockets was running a sale where if you spent $250, it was 50% off, and I'm like, how am I supposed to refuse that? So, I got 2 Aran weight sweater quantities because I don't have a lot of worsted or Aran weight sweaters. The one I'm wearing right now is but short sleeve. So, I got this, which is called Soft Spoken. This is Aran weight, and it's 90% merino, 10% linen. So it's this really fun green color. And then this one's my Owen. What's the matter? Here, there's
the
more
other one.
bubbles.
Okay, Owen, come get this one.
But this one is like so good. This is called Selkie, and it's on a 70% baby alpaca, 30% silk base. And it's just, the drape just seems like it's going to be ridiculous.
It's even drapey in the skein.
Yeah, like the skeins are drapey. So I do have a pattern in mind for these. I forget what it's called. It's mostly just a raglan, but there's a little bit of like lace eyelet detail. I feel like this can hold up to that.
She's sharing
Oh,
with
and
you.
say, if you don't like it, say no thank you.
Did you roar in his face? No? I don't think he likes when
So
you
I
roar at him.
think this will hold up to the little bit of detail that I want to, but if it doesn't, then I'll just figure something out. But 2 sweater quantities for 50% off.
Okay.
I couldn't say no.
No, not again.
You asked me to put it on the table. What do you mean not again?
And then she also sent me some super fun pink minis. Nope, those are,
Oh.
and she sent us some minis for a giveaway prize, which was super nice of her.
Thank you.
So thank you, Janet.
Little
And-
ASMR crinkling.
Crinkle, crinkle, I know. Questions? Do we have anything else to talk about?
Oh, questions. One of them we talked about, which was the whips. How
Whips.
many whips we had. Another question that came in, I saw this morning on my feed, was favorite blankets we've made or want to make.
I hate blankets.
I've made one blanket for Ralph's grandma. It was a Craftsy kit back before Craftsy was a paid subscription. It was just the box and the pattern. I don't remember the name of it. I made it on white acrylic yarn. Brielle? Brielle! Brielle?
What's the matter, Owen? What's the matter? Use your words. That's okay. You have some in your hand too. Owen, you need to share. One person goes, then the other person goes.
So, a question we had was favorite blankets and blankets we've made. And I haven't made many blankets. Just one for Ralph's grandma. It was a Craftsy kit, and it was white, and it had like birds on tree branches.
Oh, that's fun.
It was, so like it was textured, but it was all in knits and pearls. So like the pearls would be the birds and the trees and all
Mhm.
that stuff. And then you knit leaves after the fact, and then you sew them on. It was a labor of love.
Holy
It took me a
moly.
long time. It's probably like the size of like a full-size bed. She has it in her living room most of the year because it kind of goes with her whole like neutral vibe. And one of the leaves had fallen off and I fixed it this past winter, so I know it's still around and kicking. I've started another acrylic blanket with cables for my parents, but I've only got about this much.
Cause cables.
Because cables and also acrylic.
Yeah.
I think it's Lion brand. So like, I don't like how it feels all the time. But something I do want to make with all the minis that I got from my Advent last year, and also
one, right?
but also the ones I like from Emma's Yarn, and the 2 mini skein packs that I got from Sam, the Spring Fling and the
Romance.
Romance. I want it to make an anthology throw. And that might be the project I bring with me to Rhinebeck, like maybe get it started and kind of, because I think the pattern,
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I think it's pretty intuitive, and you kind of just like go and you increase and you knit and you do whatever, and you just kind of keep going and going and going. So, oh my gosh.
Share.
Put it in the middle of the table.
Oh, and put it in the middle of the table. I have made many, many blankets. I have never knit a blanket. All my blankets are crochet.
Okay. And this question was from Jenny, by the way.
Have you seen my Harry Potter blanket?
Uh-oh. Put it back in the bin, Brea. My pink sand. Oh. Oh no, my sand. Oh.
Oh God, these kids. Owen likes wearing everything as a hat.
She does too. She likes an empty container hat. She likes
So weird.
buckets on her head.
They're so weird.
She had like a candy, like a trick or treat pumpkin that lights up on her head as like a helmet.
Anyway, I have never knit a blanket. I have crocheted many blankets. I've made a lot of baby blankets for people over the years. My first big project that got me back into yarning was when I had foot surgery in 2017 and I was crippled for 6 weeks and I could do literally nothing. I crocheted a Harry Potter blanket. So it's like a quilt. So each square is a different character, a different spell.
That's cool.
And then I seamed them all together, and then I backed it with fleece. It's probably like 15 pounds. And it's like 7 feet by 7 feet.
Wow. No, I haven't seen it.
Massive.
It sounds like a weighted blanket.
It kind of is. So that kept me entertained my whole project. I sent Dylan to Michael's multiple times. Dylan, I ran out of this color. Can you go on your way home? Multiple times. So that thing was a labor of love. I'll have Kait put a picture in.
Yeah.
And then the other blanket that I made that I really like, it was Owen's baby blanket, his giraffe. I made him a car seat blanket, so I modified it from, I think it's called the Cuddly Cow blanket, but I love giraffes. And so I just changed the colors and I added ossicones, which are giraffe's horns. Fun fact, they're the only animal that are born with horns, and they're actually bone. It's part of their skull.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
I'm sure okapis have them too. But a lot of animals grow and shed their horns every year. Giraffes are born with them. And I'll have Kait insert a picture here. Yeah. But I love that thing. I made it with this, it was killing. I had pregnancy carpal tunnel, so my hands were like this.
Me too.
And I was crocheting with a very thick yarn and a smaller hook, so it would be like a very dense blanket. And I'm following a chart to make the splotches. Oh my God. Thing was a labor of love, but I finished it 10 days before my C-section. So I got it done.
Knit crazy anything.
That's okay.
Because I also had carpal tunnel, and I would like sleep with these like wrist braces on, and Ralph called them my claws.
Oh.
But yeah, like my hands would just fall asleep.
Oh, mine were
just like pins and needles all day long.
It was terrible. So yeah, that's the blankets. What other question? I feel like there's one more question.
There was one more about our favorite knits. And that was a question from Janet too.
I feel like my favorite knit depends on the day.
Okay.
Like I love my Merino tee.
Love the one you're with kind of thing.
I love my Franca cardigan.
Yeah. I want to say that my favorite is probably this Kaiser tee that I'm wearing. I feel like it fits me the best. I love it the most. Other than that, my excuse me. We keep our hands to ourselves. I got a little bitch fits hand slapping thing. But anyway, my movement sweater that I finished for Lily Kate Makes. I really like that one. The only thing I wished is that it was still cool enough to wear it more often because it's got a very, like, it's got sweatshirt feels.
It's heavy, yeah.
I do think I'll make it again, maybe one size down for less ease. And I still think I want to make it in like a green, like maybe a hunter green.
Ooh, that would be nice.
I think that would look good with my hair.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Agreed.
However, maybe that'll be something I'll be on the lookout for at Rhinebeck. Because I'm not buying anything else. I've said it here. Oh, except for...
You're going to try.
I'm going to try.
That's something I got to start thinking about is what do I want to find yarn for at Rhinebeck? So I think something I want to find yarn for, I have yarn in my stash to make a bauble shawl by Andrea Mowry, but like, I'm never going to wear it with those colors. Like I want to make the shawl, but I'm never going to wear it with those colors. So I need to de-stash that yarn. And maybe that will be something I'm on the lookout for, is like a really great combination for that.
Yeah, and maybe you could even bring that with you for, somebody mentioned like a de-stash table, like a sharing table. Maybe
it'll make it there. Maybe I'll de-stash it somewhere else beforehand, but yeah.
Oh, speaking of de-stash, so we have yarn for that, 2023 yarn, de-stash has now included giving away your stash. So if you're in the Discord, you have that information already. If you're not on the Discord, just want to announce any yarn that is gifted from your stash. So before the start date of January 1st, 2023.
So gifting anything you acquired before January 1st, 2023 is allowed and does count towards a stash down.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I know, I saw somebody brought that up and I'm like, no, that's a good...
I think it was Vicky.
Yeah.
Yes. And like another way to
spread the love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could we even count like de-stashing, like selling it? Is it the same or no?
I feel like no.
Or is that like a...
Because then that money usually goes towards buying more yarn. So if like gifting, I think is...
Okay. You may gift your yarn. It has been decided.
That's the one. The Evermore
Knitterati has
I'm thinking about for that Aran Weight yarn. So see, it's just got like that
oh,
simple...
that's pretty.
I think it would hold up.
Yes. It's very pretty. Evermore sweater.
Yeah.
You'll see it here.
But yeah, that's what I want to do is over the next couple of months, like figure out what do I want to get yarn for at Rhinebeck. And I think baubles is definitely on that list because I want to make it.
Don't throw your sand. We're never going to be able to pick it all up. It's the kinetic sand, so it kind of clumps together.
Yeah, I love this stuff, but...
Well... She loved it too, but now it's probably gone forever. It was all over the yard. Ralph would be shooting it around with a lawnmower.
Pink everywhere. Pink snow. And they're wearing the bucket as a hat again.
Love that for them. So we have the blanket question, the whips question, the favorite sweater or the favorite makes question. Was there one more?
I don't know.
Was there one on your...
What did I send you this morning? Most favorite finished knit, favorite blanket, how many whips.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay. So we've gone through it all. Highly distracted. And
highly distracted. If you've made it to the end, congratulations. You get an air high five from us.
Woo! And we hope that the audio is good.
Yes, please let us know if the microphones are helping.
Yeah, and if the child chatter and the bird chatter is
obnoxious.
Too much.
Yeah.
We probably will not.
We will probably not try this again.
This was an experiment.
But now we know.
For episode 10. So coming up,
we're going to keep an eye on our Discord and on our Instagram because we are attempting to finalize plans for Knit in Public Day.
Yes, which is Saturday, June 10th.
I'm wondering if we should do Knit in Public Day and Fiber Foodies at the same time. Because I'm like, oh, we could do
Fiber potluck.
But Fiber Foodies is like going to a place and supporting local businesses. So I'm like, because I know Ashley can't do Sundays.
Okay.
But it just seems silly to try to plan like 2 things 2 days in a row because that's the only weekend in June I have to do things.
Right.
So should we?
Yeah. Knit it outside and then go get lunch.
I can only do till 12. because that's our next D&D session. Therein lies the problem.
So maybe go get lunch, and then whoever wants to go sit outside and knit can go sit outside and knit.
Yeah, we can do
Or do brunch.
brunch and then sit outside and
knit.
so come up with a brunch place somewhere down in South County.
Sounds good.
Or
Hey, Gansett Girl Knits, this one's for you. We need a brunch spot in South County.
or even like around here, like NK, EG, like it could be like on the way to.
Yeah, but
there.
then anybody down there would have to come up here and then go back. I don't know. So
Because then
We'll figure
it might help more people who can only come for
breakfast
apart, so it's not as
Okay.
far. So it's like we can always do a knit outside day later this summer.
That's true.
But I think we should combine knit and public day with fabric videos because I was thinking about that, and I think that'll be easier for most people.
Do you remember any breakfast spots down in South County?
So we'll figure that out. We're working on that, but we have a couple of weeks, so just keep an eye on our Instagram, keep an eye on our Discord.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Other than that,
This is episode 10.
we made it.
We made it. Woo. This is going to be a joy to edit.
Oh boy. So we'll see y'all soon.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.